Hey, this is Lorena and I wanted to do a video for you on how to put a scrappy block together. I have a video of all the blocks that I did up here. I'll link the card below. I just did this video, so it's like the video before this, but I'll link it here. I ended up putting the quilt top together and I didn't like it. It wasn't scrappy enough. So I wasn't going to do a video for this, but I'm taking the quilt top apart and I'm going to go ahead and re-iron everything and get ready to put it together. So I thought maybe you'd like this video on how I put it together. The things you're going to need to do this is an iron, best press, an ironing board, your seam ripper, and I love this because you're going to have a lot of threads that you're going to have to pull off of your quilt block. Alright, one of the first things that you do when you want to fix a quilt top that you don't like the way it turned out, you go ahead and unstitch whatever row you need to fix or all the blocks. I'm going to go ahead and unstitch all the rows and unstitch all the blocks and start fresh. So what I like to do is pull the thread or the fabric a bit, pull my thumb right underneath. I don't know if you see that. And just kind of scrape. You want to scrape the thread and it just comes off like butter. Be careful when you do this that you're touching the thread, not the fabric, because you don't want to tear your fabric and have a hole in your fabric. The next thing you do is go ahead and sort your quilt blocks and reorganize them again. And then while you're organizing your quilt blocks, get your iron and start getting it heated so that you could re-iron all the blocks. Get all the extra thread that is on the edges of the block. Then after that, check your blocks. Some of your blocks can open up while you're seam ripping. So check all your blocks and go to your sewing machine and start fixing those edges and re-sew some blocks and make sure that it's a solid, that there's no little openings or, because you want to make sure that when you put it together again, you don't have like little holes everywhere. Now that I've re-sewn any seams that have been open from undoing the quilt top, I start deciding how I want to build my quilt top. I have 12 blocks. I can literally build it by 4 blocks and build a row that way, or do a row by 3 blocks. I think the last time I did it by 4, but I think that's why I didn't make it as scrappy. This was my first one, and the rectangle is in this upright position. Then I got the block and turned it, so now the rectangle is in this position. And then what I did is I turned it 1 more degree like this. A bright orange. So this is my position, and I'm going to turn this one this way. To work on the second row, the second color, which has white, the bigger section of white, I'm going to make that first. And the way this one's positioned on the top row is how I'm going to position it on the second row. So now my next one's blue. So I'm kind of just putting this one and shifting it over. Whatever position this is on the top row is how you position the next block on the second row. Same thing, whatever position this block is placed, go ahead and put your second block in the same position, which was first, but now it's going to be the last one. I'm going to rotate it, and the way I positioned it on the first row, I'm putting it on the second. So that's my row 3.